Say it again, say it again, say it again. We back, and I got my fellas with me.
Yo, what
All
up?
right, all right. Hey, I told y'all, man. Look, we giving y'all guests for the last. I don't know. I can't even say last few weeks. I don't know how many weeks it is, but we bringing y'all guests.
Spread the
All
love,
right.
brother. Spread the love.
So we got Megan. She like part of the team. She done been. You know what I mean? It's her third time. She like part of the team. 806 Sports, the Sip Off, NBA Carousel. Did I miss anything?
Cowboys fan.
Oh, come on, bro.
Bruh.
See what I'm saying?
Off,
You
man.
about to be up out of here early, man.
This guy here, man.
No,
See what I'm saying?
I appreciate y'all having me on.
All right, and last but not least, man, we got somebody heavy hitter in the game, somebody I look up to, man, somebody I often ask for advice, and I've been on his show twice. So it's only right that we return the favor. Damian Adams,
All
the
right.
real deal Damian Adams. What's going on, bro?
Chilling, man. I'm a big fan of you guys, man. I'm glad to be on the show today. I know I got to make sure my internet is good. I made fun of Chuck. Internet.
Yeah.
So I got to make sure mine is good. I was checking the router before I got on. I was like, make sure my internet's straight.
Hey, I know the feeling. So we already know Megan is a Spurs and a Cowboys fan. Was it Wings? What else, Megan?
And the Rangers.
In the Rangers, Texas. Okay, Texas Rangers. Cool. All right, Damian, what's your teams, man?
Oh, Saints and Pelicans all day. Originally from
Okay.
New Orleans. So
you're
yeah,
really
Saints
from
and
New Orleans. Okay.
Who Dat Nation all day.
So man, I don't want to dive too deep into it, but man, you feel like y'all should at least been to the Super Bowl one of these last 3 years, man.
Yeah, one of these last 4 years, we definitely should have made it. Minnesota Miracle year is the year that definitely stands out. Then you also have the year. I hate to bring up the no call and NOLA, but those 2 years are definitely the years that stick out as years we should have made it to Super Bowl. Last year we had a good enough team, but the Bucks came ready in that game. I can't really point to anything particular in that one. They just were better. But those 2 years, Minnesota Miracle and no call and NOLA, we definitely should have made the Super Bowl.
So and I'm gonna ask you this one last question about the Saints, because I'm me and Megan for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't know. We've been doing like a football show, and I know we got to be coming up on the NFC South. What you think your record gonna be this year?
I think we still gonna be a really good team. A lot of people was pointing to our salary cap issues, but we still got our core intact. I think with Jameis Winston at the helm, Sean Payton can get those turnovers out of him a little bit. He's not gonna never be Aaron Rodgers and throw 2 interceptions in the season, but he can get them down to like 10, 15 picks, and I think we have a good season. So I can see us going like 11-6. Something like that.
I think that's better because I know a lot of people think y'all gonna have a big drop off. My man said 17 over Jameis. What the?
That's my friend.
Is he sipping? Is he sipping right now? I know he's doing a sip off, but is he sipping right now? I'm just curious. All right. Yeah, I know, right? But okay, I like that 11-6 because a lot of people think they're gonna have a big drop off. I don't think Winston is that bad. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Now I do think they need to get him another weapon opposite of who got what is it? I got him.
Thomas.
Who got Michael Thomas? What's his name? Can't guard Michael Thomas. My fault.
Yeah, can't guard Mike.
Yeah, but he was very guardable last year. But we'll talk about that on a different show. I mean, I'm just saying.
That man was hurt all year, bro.
He was my first. He was my first pick in fantasy, man. I knew I was about to kill the game. I said I'm about to get Michael Thomas. He's gonna let the league catch it to last. We'll talk about it later. I might need to sit on the couch about that too. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump right into this thing, man. One series we can't really talk about. They're actually playing right now, so this might be over tonight. So we don't really got to talk about that one. But this is a series that I'm very interested in. I know me and James picked the Nuggets in this series. And before we get started, Damian and Megan, I would like to get y'all picks for this series. What you got? I know it's 2-2 right now. So what you think is gonna happen? We'll let ladies first, Megan.
I have Portland taking this. I think it's Dame time. I just don't see him getting put out in the first round. Denver looks shorthanded. They don't look the same without Jamal Murray, and Jamal Murray has that playoff experience.
So I know I ain't gonna lie, man. I be doing so much stuff. I be forgetting where I'm at on stuff.
Yeah.
Because I be forgetting what I said, and I'll be wanting to sound crazy. Man, he said this last week, but he's saying this week. Well, before when maybe somebody. I know one of these two will know. They remember everything else. Before when Jamal Murray got hurt, I said it was gonna be bad, or I said Jokic. What'd I say?
I said it was gonna be bad.
What you mean?
You said that?
They said they were gonna be straight.
Yeah, because I know some people were saying they think they still would be a good team. But I think it was without.
You thought they were going to be worse because
Okay.
our argument was I said I felt like they had enough people who can kind of substitute what he brings, but they would have to do it by committee. And in the Portland season, I did pick Portland, but it's not because I didn't think Denver was capable. I just feel like you have to depend on too much without Murray.
Yeah. See, I got to take what.
You can get 4 or 5 people to fill that gap, but if one of those don't do their part, you're in trouble.
See, I got to take what this dude right here said with a grain of salt, because he would have said, even though it's 2-2, he would have said Blazers in 4. So I got to watch what Jared Conway say. He still be talking about Blazers in 4, like, bro, it's 2-2. What do you mean? But Megan, you got Blazers, you got them in what, 6, 7?
I'm going to say 6. And I will say this about Portland. Like, I really felt like they looked better when they had Gary Trent Jr. I don't think they should have done that trade with Powell, but that's just kind of my personal opinion. But I think they make it out the first round in 6.
You don't think they need to get like a little bigger on the front line? Or
I did a bigger wing.
Yeah, I mean, they probably should. But Gary Trent Jr. really got him through the season the whole time while McCollum was hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Played great.
I mean, you got a point there. Then they don't have Hood no more, correct?
No,
he was part of that
he was in that trade as well.
It's part of the trade. Got you. I ain't gonna lie, man. I feel like people be getting traded, and I never even, because I was looking at rosters today to ask James a question. I seen somebody on the roster, and I said, ain't no way they on this roster, but they was on there. So you said you got Portland and 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Damien, what you got?
At the beginning of the series, I picked Portland in 7, and even right when Jamal Murray got hurt, I made a video where I said they're gonna be good during the regular season, but come playoff time, they're going to miss Jamal Murray a lot. I think we're going to see that come to fruition these next 2 or 3 games in this series. Their guard play, we were talking about it before we got on, their guard play isn't good enough. No Will Barton, Jamal Murray out there with little buddy Campazzo. And I don't think he's good enough when you're comparing him to Dame, CJ McCollum. Even Melo showed up, big in this series. I think Norman Powell, I do agree with Megan that Norman Powell hasn't been as good as Trent, but he can have, his ceiling is better. Like, he can have bigger games than Gary Trent could have. And I think we might see one of those in these upcoming games as well. So I'm going to go with Portland in 7. Just because Jokic is so good, he'll get another win, but the guard play is too much for him to overcome.
So you got Portland in 7. See, I got to stick with my original statement, man. I think I said Denver in 6. I might just stick with that. I just feel like if Jokic is the potential MVP, kind of like what Megan said before we went on air, I mean, he got to show it. I mean, I ain't saying he's not playing good, but I'm saying we need a 30-point triple-double, something like that. You know what I mean? He said where Avery at? Avery is I don't know what he's doing, to be honest with you. Nah, Avery got some. I mean, we don't know, but he's taking care of some business. That's all we know. He got something to take care of. But shout out to Avery, man. That's my guy, even though we give him a hard time. But yeah, he take care of some business. James, I know you went with me on Portland. Not Portland. You went with me on Denver. You still with Denver or?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with Denver still. They still got Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter Jr. and Austin Rivers. He can come up big in some games. So I think if they go back to a game 7 in Denver with that altitude, I think if they keep it running and Austin Rivers can get off, I think they can get him, man. But because CJ McCollum and Dame Dollar, I love their scoring, but their defense is terrible. So if we can get a game 7, Michael Porter Jr., he's gonna be a tough guard. If Aaron Gordon, I need Aaron Gordon. Come on, man. I need 20 points out you. But because you know what Joker gonna do. So
hey, Mike Patton got a point, boy. I ain't gonna lie, they cannot. They don't really defend very well at all.
They can't play defense.
they don't. But Campazzo can't score. Like if he's not wide open, he's not scoring.
Rivers only had one game where he had decent scoring, and that was game 3, and he had 21 points. That's it. That's the most.
He hit a lot of. We
can get a game 7 at home. They can get a game 7 at home.
Right.
Yeah, if Murray's there, I would agree with that statement. But under the circumstances, I don't, because their defense don't have to be top notch at that guard position. Porter and Jokic is the problem. That's the problem.
Yeah.
At guard position, they fine. Like right now, they ain't got too much worries.
Anybody know what MPJ averaging right now in the playoffs? Anybody?
It's 20 plus. I'm not sure.
It's 20. Okay. Somebody saying he need to step up. I mean, 20. I mean, from your second time in the playoffs? Really?
Yeah.
We're really gonna say it's your first. Because
True.
I mean, he played last year, but he won't get. I don't think he was getting significant minutes. I have to go back and look, but
he was.
They would take him out.
It was just taking him out. So I mean, 20.
He was too bad on defense last year. Like Eric.
Yeah. That is true. That is true.
Because last year didn't have Jeremy Grant there.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't play much.
That's part of the reason why he got the
Gary
big
Harris
contract.
was there too.
Right.
Gary Harris. Yeah.
Oh, and they had somebody else too. They had another guard. Who they traded?
They were deep last year.
Yeah, they was. I ain't gonna lie. Because they got old boy. What's my man name? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they had him, and I think they had one more. But yeah, their team was stacked last year.
Yeah.
Say Dame in Game 7. So, all right. So you still sticking with what you said, right, Chuck? Dame. Dame time.
Dame. Go rock with Dame.
Dame. No, so I'm gonna ask this question before we move on, because I know I feel a little different. Let's say Dame and them do get put out in the first round. I know me and James already had this conversation. Dame and them get put out in the first round. What do you think Portland should do, Damian?
So I think they should trade CJ McCollum if they get put out. If they get put out in the first round to a team without guards, pretty much. I feel like you need to change something up. You're being stagnant for no reason at this point. I understand that CJ McCollum and Dame is really close. They're like brothers. But if you really want to win, they need to get that big wing. Go ahead.
So you say trade him. Like, well, give me, not say it has to work, but give me a perfect situation for you trade CJ straight up for.
So if the Clippers lose, I would trade CJ McCollum for Paul George.
You saying the same thing I've been saying for probably a year at least. I said the same exact thing, and if the Clippers would make that trade, I would take it if I was them in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
because I mean you got the best two-way player in all of basketball, Kawhi. Supposedly, I mean, not to say that he's not, but I guess it depends on how much you. I mean, I don't know. It seems like his defense isn't what it once was, at least to us. But they screen so much in the NBA, so I don't know. If they lose, what do you think they should do, Megan?
I think they should get rid of Nurkic. I think you need a more aggressive big man.
So you would get rid of anyways. Yeah, that's true. I mean, but you would get rid of him and get who though?
Okay. Jared Allen. I mean, that's who I went on the Spurs, but I'm really impressed with Jared Allen. I think he has a lot of. I mean, he has some.
Everybody will.
He needs to do, but I mean, he's a UT guy, and I'm really impressed with him in the last 2 years.
That's a good one.
I can't argue with neither one of them points.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What you think, Chuck? If they lose in the first round, they should do what?
Well, I think I don't feel like CJ and Dame's the issue, but I respectfully agree with what Damian said. I get it; that does make sense. To me, I'm with Megan. I think the big man spot has been like if you look at all the years, if they would have stayed healthy at that position, they would have been in a lot better shape. Them boys, like they ain't had him and Collins in like 3-4 years. This is the first time I think Nurkic might have played in the playoffs. But in my personal world, I would kind of clear some of them. Some pit, you can have what you want. I'm going for Cat. I'm trying to go get Cat. To me, if you get Cat, CJ, and Dame together, you got a problem. I think
so. He
helps on the defensive end as well. Rim protection. He can defend and pick and rolls, and that would be my perfect world.
So I know I asked James the same. Well, me and James kind of had the same conversation too. But Terry Stotts. Anybody think Terry Stotts need to go or?
I do. That's all I'm gonna say. I do. I can go into detail. I do. I think just like with the Doc situation. I don't think Doc was the issue. I don't think Clippers. I think they just needed to separate. Right. Sometimes it ain't really. It just don't work. You both are good at what you do, but it's just not a good combination. Because you can see now Doc's in a better spot with Philly. It works, and I believe Clippers are going to win this series. And I think that's future. But I think they're in a situation.
But you all
to change. That's all.
You also think that Luka's faking too. But we'll talk about that in a second. James, what you think, bro?
I agree with Megan. I didn't think about Jared Allen there, but definitely Jared Allen there to plug up that middle. Because last year, was it last year? Yeah, when Whiteside was there, he led the league in blocks. Right. So that lets you know right there who's they go into the hole every time against them. So they definitely need somebody to plug that middle. Cat, of course, Cat get there. That's probably offensive wise. Like the only thing with Cat is, well, I don't know. He's not a leader, but you got Dame and all them for that. So so Cat would be a good fit too. But I think they should stay together though. I think they needed that wing. Like when they had Trevor Ariza before he got hurt, I think it would have been better if Trevor Ariza was in the bubble with him. So I think they need that wing, and Norman Powell is that big wing. That's why I like him. Gary Trent can shoot though. I don't get it twisted. I like Gary Trent. He was shooting that thing, but Norman Powell, when he left Toronto, he was averaging 20 points. So he just need to bring that over.
And real quick before Damian goes, I like Robert Covington. I just feel like I don't know if they're putting him in the right situation. I'm really high on him. I like him. I don't know if they're not putting him in the right situation to make him more effective or what it is, but I like Covington. I mean,
what situation can you put him in? He's supposed to play D and shoot threes.
But like I'm saying, if you look, he don't get a lot of shots, bro. Like I mean, he don't.
Not like he did in Houston.
He got to be in a better position to get you. He can hit the shot.
Yeah, I get what you're saying because of the system in Houston, he's always wide open.
Right.
All right. Last word on this, Damian. You have something to say?
Oh no, with Cat, Cat's amazing offensively, but defensively, man, he just don't be there at all. Like it's the reason why Minnesota don't be winning. There's a reason why every time Jimmy Butler see him, it's on site. Like Cat just don't have it, bro. Like he's an amazing offensive talent, but I don't think Cat's gonna help him. They'll be scoring 120, giving up 140.
He said. So you say he needed point guard, Benders. You talking about Cat or you talking about Covington? Because I mean, Covington got Dame, right? So I mean,
he might be Cat, maybe.
I'm not talking about Cat.
All right,
so we're gonna move it on to the next series. I think this one I probably should have did this one first because I think this might be career over, but I don't know. Wizards versus Sixers. What you think, James?
I had them swept, but Embiid got hurt, so I don't
think everybody did.
Yeah. So if Embiid come back, it's a wrap. It's a wrap regardless of the next game. So y'all can go ahead. I have them swept. So
hey, Jared Conway, stop talking about the Lakers, bro. We ain't got to that yet, man. Chill out.
Yeah, that dude right there, boy.
That dude disrespectful, man. I'm about to pull up on him. That's my guy, though. All right, my fault, James. What are you saying?
I got the Sixers, man. They're supposed to win yesterday, but if Embiid get hurt, like always.
Yeah. So if Embiid can't play, you still think it's over?
They can win the series. They can win the next game regardless.
Bro, I was looking at one of the lineups they had on the floor last night. It was Court Moss. It was Shake Milton. It was I can't even remember some of the dudes. It's so daggone bad. It was Neto. It was like Neto, Court Moss, Shake Milton,
Maxey and Hill.
Yeah, I was looking out. I was like, "What the heck?" Them jokers wasn't generating no offense. But Russell Westbrook and them, they still was turning it over. Oh, Mike Scott. Yeah, Mike Scott was out of too. Russell Westbrook and them still gave him an opportunity to get back in the game. But dang, bro, that lineup was. I felt like I was watching the summer league. No disrespect to nobody, but I felt like I was watching summer league basketball. With a couple of them lineups they had in there. What you got, Chuck?
I'm with James. I had already picked the Sixers in 5. I thought Washington would have stole the game. I think now is when Ben Simmons needs to show everybody what everybody's been looking for and reach that potential to go ahead and ice this series. If Embiid comes back, we all know it's a wrap. But Tobias Harris has been doing his job. I think it's up to Ben Simmons to go ahead and seal the deal. He has to hit free throws. If they hit free throws, they win that one game 4. He got to. I knew he was bad, but Jesus Christ,
man,
Jesus in it, boy.
I said hack a shot on sales. That's tough, bro.
But that's what I've been saying for the last few years. I haven't even been. Everybody's tripping about him shooting threes. I don't even care about the threes. At least be able to shoot free throws. Because in order for you to finish the game out as a point guard, like we was critical of Lonzo a few years ago, you have to be able to shoot free throws because when you got the ball, you're going to get fouled. And people know you can't shoot free throws, they're going to foul even more. I know, Damian, I seen something you said on social media earlier. Was it you that was saying that they need to maximize his strengths? Is that what you said? You said that?
Nah, that wasn't me.
That wasn't you? Dang, who the heck was that then? But I don't remember who it was. All right, go ahead, Damian. What you got?
I picked Philly in 4, and I agree. I think if Embiid was healthy, they would have went ahead and swept him. It's just a total mismatch. Like the size is too much Russell Westbrook. If he could have that one game where he go off, but then he'll have 4 where he shooting 35-40% from the field and getting you 5, 6, 7 turnovers. You asking too much of Bradley Beal. They don't have that third option to really relieve the pressure off of those two. So yeah, it's too much. They should win this in 5. And the big question is going to be about the foul shooting going forward. You know, if Atlanta, New York, the winner of that series, will they really go to a hack of Ben Simmons strategy? And have we seen a hack a point guard like this? That's crazy. Like it's a hack point guard. But yeah, that's going to be the big question going forward. Is this foul shooting, and is he too much of a liability on offense? But this series, it don't really matter.
Is that true? His 3-point percentage is higher than his free throw?
Luka shoot like 49% right now. I mean, terrible from the free throw line.
But that's the one thing that actually surprises me about him is for somebody that scores as much as he does and that's a decent shooter. I thought his percentage would be higher throughout the season. I mean, it's around 70%, but usually want the guard to be around 80. But who said something? Oh, it was Damian. My fault. Not Damian. It was Danny that said that on I forgot who posted was. But Mike, you right. I remember now. What you got, Megan?
I thought they were going to get swept as well. So, and I think with or without Embiid, they win Game 5.
Yeah.
Over for the Wizards. I mean, absolutely, they have no third option. As much as I like Bertans because he's a former Spur, he's aging. I mean, he's
but look,
aging.
you know he out. He out though. He got hurt. He's not playing. Yeah, he's out. He got hurt. He's not playing. He's out for the rest of the playoff.
Oh,
dang, but you
that contract, though.
But Rui was a what, top 5 pick?
Yeah, paid. He sat out the bubble to get paid.
Megan, Rui's a top pick, right?
Who?
Top Rui Hachimura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think he's been underperforming, or because to me, if you top 10 pick, I don't know where he's picked. I don't remember, but he needs to step into that third row though.
You remember they had Danny and Ville? He got hurt, but he wasn't doing that.
Yeah,
I mean, the only game that he really had a lot of points in was Game 4. I mean, he had 20 points, and then he had 13 boards. And then, I mean, in Game 1, he had 12 points. The other games, he underperformed. Absolutely.
Okay.
Is it because he had to play defense on Tobias Harris?
A possibility. Tobias Harris is one of the most important players.
Yeah, because Tobias been
hooping. Your cousin Tobias Harris?
He been hooping, bro. like he finally playing up to his money.
And Seth Curry actually has been playing well as well. Seth Curry's he's playing really, really well, bro.
Yeah,
he's mad underrated.
Somebody gotta put some respect on his name.
Yeah, that boy ice cold, bro.
That's what Dallas is missing this year. That's what's wrong with Dallas right now.
They did have him last year.
Because they had Seth Curry.
They picked up JJ Redick.
Hey, look, I don't want to spend too much time talking about Wizards and Sixers. We're gonna move on to the next joint. This is a series. I know a lot of us picked this series to be a good series. Now I'm gonna be real. I ain't watch a whole lot of Knicks basketball this year. I thought they were better offensively than what they are.
Look at James' face. He was.
I did. I thought it was better offensively. I mean, you got Randall, you got a top 3 pick, RJ Barrett, you got MVP Rose. I mean, I'm just saying, I thought it was a little better offensively. I thought. Keyword. I don't get paid to think.
Don't do it, James. Don't do it.
Go ahead, James. I got something for James, anyways. Go ahead, James. What you got, man? Say something.
Let him live, bro. Let him live.
26th in scoring. There was 29 last year. There was 20. He scored. They couldn't. One person can score. His name is Julius Randle. You don't score, it's over.
Are we trying to say Derrick Rose?
Derrick Rose, but they had Derrick Rose last year. Maybe that's that 3%. Look at Derrick Rose.
I be forgetting they got Josh Richardson.
Yeah, Josh Richardson had done much this season.
Yeah, he underperformed this year.
But yeah, man. But for real, I thought it was gonna be. I hope it don't be no 4-1 because I picked the Knicks too in 7. So because they defense, but Trigger Trey out there.
Yeah,
put some respect on his name. Now I believe it was Damian that said something on social media about a trade. I might be wrong. Hell, I don't know. I've been wrong all day.
Baby,
I mean, but I thought
man.
Somebody said no. It was Danny. Damn, go ahead, man. Go ahead, Damian. My fault.
So, yeah, I originally picked the Knicks in this series, just like James. I thought the defense and their toughness and just the way they play, like slowing the game down, I thought that would be enough against this Hawks team because they're young, not a bunch of playoff experience. But man, Trae Young is just killing, and then you got Bogdanović killing. It's like they don't have enough for him, and with Randall just not showing up at all. I love that Derrick Rose is playing this well at this stage of his career, but when Derrick Rose is your option for you to win a series, you're in trouble. Like it's not. He shouldn't be your number one option right now, and that's their whole offense is pick and roll with Derrick Rose right now because Randall ain't show up. RJ Barrett is playing okay, but they just don't have any other options outside of Derrick Rose creating everything through the pick and roll. It's not enough, especially with Trae Young killing them like this.
They starting point guard don't even start anymore, bro.
Yeah,
he don't even play no more. Dude ain't even play one game. I said, why?
My man Alfred Payton, man. Oh man,
yeah, he should have been playing a long time ago.
Man, he should have kept the hair. He played better when he had the hair.
Maybe.
What you got, Megan?
I picked the Knicks originally in 7 as well, just because I enjoyed watching them all season long. But we all know the playoffs are different, and I think the biggest difference maker in this series is not any of the players. It's Nate McMillan. And the Pacers need to be kicking themselves right now because Nate McMillan is the difference maker at the end of the season.
Thank you.
Playoffs. He's absolutely the difference maker.
No, that's a great point.
That's a great point. That's great.
What you got, Chuck?
Well, I had originally picked the Hawks in 6. And for the reasons everybody stated, I just feel like offensively they're just that much better. And then the main thing is like Damian hit on, preseason, Avery was killing me. But I thought the Hawks would be good because when they're this is the first time they've been fully healthy. You have Bogdanovich back. You got DeAndre Hunter back.
Yeah.
You got
they got a lot of yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and they're actually a underrated defensive team. When they're healthy, they're better defensively.
Hey, I haven't agreed with much Nate Frost has said all show, but I agree with that.
Yeah, Capella does what he does.
Overall,
it was too much for Julius Randle to overcome. Like you can't do it by yourself. So that's why I picked them in 6. I just thought they were a better overall team.
Yeah, I think it's about over for them boys.
Yeah.
But like I said, now we're about to go to Chuck's favorite series where he said somebody's faking. I mean, I don't know if the man is faking or not. I'm just saying. But you got the Clippers and the Mavs, man. What you think, Megan?
I had the Clippers winning this. I figured the Clippers would win in about 6 games, and I'm gonna say Clippers in 7 now.
Clippers in 7.
If Luka comes back and plays, but if no Luka, then yeah, they're done. 2 more games.
What you got, Chuck?
I picked the Clippers. I don't remember if I said 6 or 7. I know I picked the Clippers, but I picked them in 6 or 7. I can't remember.
Probably 6. I don't remember that.
I'm just happy right now because my man PG hooping, bro. I'm proud right now, bro. PG is playing even in the two losses. He's playing.
It's only 3 people I know that like PG. You,
I like
Ashley,
him,
and who's the other person?
PG can hoop, man. Like
that's me.
I think it's Donovan Washington. I think.
Look, he deserves the criticism. Don't get it. He deserves the criticism. Yeah. But he's one of the most skillful players in the NBA. Like he can play, man.
To a closeout game.
And right now,
I don't know if anybody ever said he was trash though.
No, they haven't. But I'm just talking about he deserves the criticism. Playoffs, he deserves it. He deserves it.
Tyron, stop that, bro. You ain't said nothing about no PG.
I know, man.
Stop, bro.
So I'm just excited that he's finally showing people, okay, playoff time, I can produce, and right now he's doing that. I'm happy for him.
He said it's the Braves.
And I will say we talked earlier. Ty Lue has finally adjusted. Because what he's doing is with now that he's
y'all said he was a bad coach.
He is.
Y'all
said he didn't have LeBron. Y'all said he was a bad coach.
I did, bro. That for the first couple of games, I was hot. I said,
"What?" He looked confused. That's it. I mean, what coach ain't?
Hey, look, man. Some stuff common sense, bro. Beverly's getting cooked every game. That's common sense. Put him somewhere else.
Well, I mean, they was doing that on the switch though.
No, they wasn't. Beverly was the primary defender.
I don't remember being a primary defender. I remember them switching and him getting
one
cooked.
time they weren't even getting pick and rolls. They were just moving everybody out the way, bro. Then it is what it is. But he went to putting Reggie Jackson on him. So that way, when you switch, you're switching either to Kawhi. You don't want that. You're switching into Paul George. You don't want that. You can deal with Morris, but that's still a tougher matchup. And they went complete and Batum. They went with that lineup. So now, no matter how you switch it, you got an issue. So now you can't just get exactly what you want.
Might have the best handle for a player 6'7" or better. I don't know.
He might. He might.
Boy, he got some handles. Don't get it twisted. He got some handles.
Penny couldn't handle the ball.
That's a good statement. What?
Penny couldn't handle it?
Penny's up there.
I think he's talking about now, though, ain't he? Did he say ever?
Yeah.
He said ever.
He's up. I mean, hey, I can't.
That's a good discussion right there.
That might be a good topic, yeah, for real. Yeah. But yeah, so that's just he's adjusted. PG's playing well. He's being that second guy and solid, and I think that's what getting him over the hump. And everybody else is kind of filling in the gaps.
What you think, Damien?
Yeah, I totally agree with Chuck. There was a point in game 2 where I was like screaming at the TV, like Luka would come down and he would just call for the switch. Like he would just call for the pick and they just would allow it to happen. And I was like, why y'all on the West Coast showing Southern hospitality? Why y'all being this nice to Luka, just giving him the matchup he wanted? He wanted Pat Bev and just allow him to have Pat Bev steak for dinner the whole night. And it was like, why y'all allowing this to happen? So like Chuck said, they made the adjustment to where now he can't just pick that matchup he wants. If he wants to get the switch, it's a lot harder now. Kawhi's fighting through picks, Paul George fighting through picks. They're not just allowing it to happen. And now, since you're not allowing that to happen, you don't have to help off of Luka so much. So when Luka was driving on Pat Bev, you got to help him out. Tim Hardaway Jr. knocking down threes. Finney Smith knocking down threes. So now that you can stay home a little bit more, you see the defense is improving. So, yeah, Chuck definitely broke it down perfectly, man. The adjustments they made have worked out perfectly, and I think that the Clippers are winning in 6 now.
Yeah, I know me and James originally. Yeah. I know me and James originally said Mavs, man. I guess I got to fall on my sword, man.
You said Mavs?
Yeah, you know we both said Mavs.
You sure did. Yep. You did.
I said, I'll roll it back for you. I
thought I said Clippers with the sweep, but I can't believe I picked the Mavs.
You said that they was down. They was already down 0-1. We did the show.
They had already lost, so that might have swayed what you was thinking to the way they lost, the way they was losing.
You can't go up 2-0 on the road, bro.
I'm tripping in, bro.
Well, keep on tripping. We about to move this train along. All right, now we at I forgot. We didn't talk about Utah and Memphis. Really ain't nothing to talk about. But I mean, my opinion is about to be over. But anybody else feel differently? They feel like John. Anybody feel like John and might get one more game?
Nah. I felt like when Mitchell came back, it was a wrap. Like he's the difference maker on that team. They are that much elite when he plays. So
that's crazy.
If he plays game 1, I don't think they win game 1. So.
It's just crazy how he just came back and boom, just like that. Like
that's because he won't really hurt.
Crazy. Huh?
He won't really hurt.
Nobody
so Chuck said Embiid faking. He said Luka faking, but my man D Mitch can't be faking. Okay, all right, I see how it go. Everybody get fake.
Resting for the playoffs.
That's what it was, bro. They knew they didn't have to. He's offering wolf tickets. That's all he offered, Pat Bev. But we talk. I done talked about that before.
And look, Tom, I'm gonna throw my little plug in. But I wish they would have had to play Steph in them first round, bro. Oh my God, I wish they would have had to play Golden State, bro.
Also,
something might have happened, bro. I don't know.
Also wish I would have hit the lottery, but hey, stuff happens.
I'm telling you, boy.
So all right, man. Now this is probably a lot of people's favorite series because the Lakers have been blah. Right. I know I picked the Lakers. You down there in Phoenix country. I don't want them Phoenix people to come looking for you, Damien, man. What you got on this?
Oh yeah,
so I originally picked the Lakers in 6, but with Anthony Davis being out for Game 5 and a groin injury is tough, man. I don't know if he'll be back for Game 6. I got Phoenix winning, especially Chris Paul. Yeah, Chris Paul saying I'm back. If Chris Paul is back to playing like himself, now you take pressure off Devin Booker. DeAndre Ayton been balling, killing. I love what Bridges has been doing. Like.
I'm mad at DeAndre Ayton because all this time I thought he couldn't play.
But last year in the bubble, DeAndre Ayton, you kept saying.
Yeah. Now y'all also said that the bubble. Oh man,
no, I give bubble credit.
People was doing this in the bubble. You know what I'm saying?
It depends on the case. Like I think T.J. Warren was definitely just a bubble case. Yeah, like it depends on the person.
But we've seen him cook for stretches before, though.
Not like that, bro.
Not like that. Like in the bubble, he was cooking crazy.
Oh, man, not like that.
Put some respect on my man name. I think he's from North Carolina.
He is from North Carolina. Raleigh.
Put some respect on his name. Yeah, he from Raleigh. Or he from what's the name, like Garner, like everybody else. All right, so with this, what you got, Megan? I know you're a Laker hater.
Well, I mean, I'm a Spurs fan. I gotta hate y'all, but I only discuss this with people that aren't LeBron James fans. Like, you didn't become a Lakers fan because LeBron.
Nah, I can honestly,
Lakers fan. You know.
Yeah, I can honestly say us three are Lakers fans. I can honestly say that.
Yeah.
We not know nothing. I don't think nothing. Well, James like LeBron.
I like LeBron, but I don't know about Chuck sometimes.
Chuck and LeBron.
I ain't know LeBron. I know LeBron.
Oh no, talking about Lakers fan.
Oh yeah.
They just don't like me because I'm a realist.
How you laughing at the AD picture, bro? That's not funny. That's your Laker fan should be laughing. You're a Laker card too, bro.
The memes have been hilarious, bro.
Yeah. I got Phoenix in 7, and I wasn't too sure. You know, those games when LeBron came back, the last 2 games before this series started, I thought, oh no, you know, Lakers are back. But they're kind of AD's proven to be the problem, honestly, even when he was healthy. Okay. His last game, he had 6 points, 3 assists, 4 boards. And then there was another game that he did really bad into, game 1. So, he had 13 points, 2 assists, and 7 boards. I think what you need to look at is that game 4, look at the depth in the scoring off of Phoenix compared to LA. LA, your top scorers, you had James, Gasol, and Kuzma. Where was everybody else?
Man, Schroeder played terrible. 3 for 13.
Terrible, but then you look at Phoenix and you got Booker had 17, Ayton had 14, CP3 had 18, Payne had 13, and Crowder had 17. Like that depth right there. I don't think LA got enough for it.
And Booker didn't even shoot good, I don't think.
I don't like the way you presenting this stuff, Megan. Getting out my squad. Like, you got my boys shaking their head. This not right, man. What are y'all doing, man? Y'all can't shake your head.
I agree with Mike. I agree with Mike Patton, bro. Them Lakers, I don't know about them Laker fans, bro.
Yeah, that's
Lakers are 6, man.
The ones that bounced when LeBron came, I didn't understand that.
Yeah, like you can't be a fan of a team if you. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Right.
Hey, I hope so, Mike. Please, I need it. Please, I'm begging.
Yeah, they better.
I got some smoke for one of them later on. All right. So James, I know where me and you stand. Chuck, what's up, man? Because right now we're looking at you in a different tone of voice, bro.
No, y'all not. Because I had picked Lakers in 7, so stop it. Stop it. But I don't like the way you're moving on social media, though, man. Oh, look, but look. The reason they have an issue with me is because I'm gonna be real about it. If my team looking shaky and I'm nervous, I'm gonna say I'm nervous. This was a scary series for me, even healthy. Phoenix is a good team. They're deep. Yeah. They have and me, you know how I feel about our role players. You never know what you're gonna get from game to game. I'm nervous about that. So it was a tough decision, and it's more tough now because it seems that AD's hurt. Now CP3 is healthy again. That's scary. So now we're in trouble.
Hey, Chuck, not to cut you off, but I just got reminded of something. Somebody owes somebody some push-ups, and I ain't seen him yet. Yeah, but
that facts.
We ain't gonna.
I'm gonna rock with my pick, but
yeah,
it's looking shaky right for us right now. It is what it is.
Y'all keep talking about AD injury prone. Where was this energy at when my man Joel Embiid had to mysteriously lead the game last night? I ain't see this injury.
And I'm gonna give a shout out. I gotta, Lord, as much as we fuss, I'm gonna give a shout out to Avery because he's absolutely right, and he made his point a couple of times. He's right. We all know LeBron is the best player on the Lakers, but
I can't be doing that, Avery. Avery is right talk, man.
Look, that's the issue they have with me right there. Because I'm what it is. They right, you gotta tell them they right. But no, he's right. LeBron is the best player on the Lakers. He's the best Laker by far. We all know that, no debate. But when AD plays the best, that's when they win. When he's the best player on the floor,
that's when we win.
As you can see, game 2 and 3.
It's not they, it's we, Chuck. It's we. That's when we win. The Lakers. We Lakers.
Nah, he's not a Lakers fan, bro. He a Warriors fan. They're at the house right now.
Anyway. We win, Chuck.
Hey, look, they excommunicado.
When AD plays and he's the most productive player on the Lakers, when he's the most productive player on the floor, the Lakers are going to win. That's what it is.
He's going to win.
So there you go. So I really have to, because he was right. Like, he hit the nail on the head. Every time he plays, and he plays at an elite level, we can't be beat.
He also said AD wasn't that good. So I kind of got to take what he said with a grain of salt.
Hey,
He did say that.
80,
Hey.
when I say he 80 soft, I don't mean like because obviously he has a ring. You have to give your roses for that. Like he's part of the reason that they got that championship. Absolutely. But
Whatever.
Carl Anthony Towns to me, like they just don't have that fight in them, that last shot, that clutchness. Like they just don't have it. Carl Anthony Towns not ever getting a championship ever.
Let's see. Go.
So whatever.
He get too soft because he played defense.
So this is my thing.
There's
Whatever.
elite defenders out there.
But
Whatever
does
Nate
he
Frost-
quit on his team? Does he quit on his team when he's frustrated?
I don't think so.
Well, you got to ask Damian about
just
that.
be
He
hurt
got
a lot.
firsthand knowledge of that.
Right. No, and the reason that meme that I posted is actually from a friend of mine who is a public defender in New Orleans, and he's a season ticket holder for the Pelicans. And so he literally watched all the home games and watched Anthony play. But I mean, he got his ring. I can't knock him for that. He did, and he was an integral part of that ring. I just don't see that fight in him right now.
My boy Tyrone Smith, what up, coach? Yeah, I mean, I think whatever Nate Frost was drinking, he passed it to Tyron Benders. But that, I mean, Ty Benders, that's just my personal opinion.
When he's healthy, he's still not top 3, Ty. No, he's not top 3.
We I don't know, man. We need a performance-based contract or something. This getting out of hand, man. But all right, so what we're gonna do, man? We're gonna take a quick break, and then I gotta what I'm gonna do. All right, we're gonna take a quick break real quick, and we'll be right back. All right, James, what's up, man?
Oh Lord,
You ready this week?
Oh my God!
All right, for those of you who don't know, we introduced a new segment last week called Test Your Knowledge. I'm gonna ask James.
Wait a minute. Before we go there, I'm gonna ask Megan this. I want to ask all y'all. I don't want y'all to look on y'all phone.
Now, hold on.
No. Let me go.
Let him go, Ty.
No.
Let him go.
Go ahead.
Who is the starting 5 for the Oklahoma City Thunder?
SGA.
No clue.
Dort. I don't know.
Y'all don't even know the starting 5, but I'm supposed to know bench players. Come on, man.
All right.
That's tough. That's tough.
That's
Yeah.
tough.
All right, so you ready?
Go ahead, man.
Killian Hayes,
Wait a minute. What sport we in?
basketball. Killian Hayes.
Oh, this is easy.
Killian Hayes.
Come on, bro.
It's a layup.
Can I? I need a lifeline.
Come on, somebody put it in the comments, bro. Pistons.
Yeah.
He played for the Pistons a draft pick last year. All right. Alex Lynn.
Oh yeah, I know Alex Lynn now. Come on, you go past that one.
Wait,
That's Wizards, man. Come on, that's easy.
Hey, I had to see. Hey,
By the time you give me a starter, bro, God,
Avery Bradley.
I don't even know if he's in the league, but he was with the Heat, and then they traded him. So I don't know where he at now.
Come on, Houston, bro.
He been passed around like a blunt. So yeah, I get getting that
All
one.
right, I got one more for you. Ham Diallo.
Oh my God. Oh,
say the first name. Say the first name.
Ham Diallo won the dunk contest a couple years ago.
Is he still with OKC?
I don't know. You looked at the starting lineup. You should know.
Bruh, I don't know OKC. I just know one person. That's why I asked you earlier today. I'm like, Ty. I called and said, Ty, do you know OKC's starting lineup?
Nah, he in Detroit too.
Hey, I don't know anything about OKC, bro. I'm sorry.
Hey, if I would have said Dennis Smith Jr., you would have known where he was at.
Man, you know I know Dennis Smith Jr. That's our guy, man.
Sure. Hey, shout out to Junior, man.
Fact.
All right. So you did one. You was 1 for 3. That's better than last week. You was like 0 for 10.
Getting better, bro. Getting better. I actually looked at the rosters, and it's a lot of people in the NBA.
Hey, I asked him a Cowboy question last week. He still didn't know it.
Nah, don't worry about that.
Ain't nobody know that. Ain't nobody.
I knew it.
The
I
final
said,
what?
I
I
Because they-
literally said this season, I was like, I looked at one of their lineups and I was like, who plays for OKC?
Yeah.
There's a lot of dudes who ain't gonna be around next year.
I mean, yeah.
Well, but you know what? They
Yeah.
have 34 draft picks coming over the next 7 years. They have 17. They have 17 first rounders coming, and they have 17 second rounders coming.
So what they gonna do? Start a new team?
Yes,
Literally.
literally.
All right. So now we got another. Man, this dude. What was you last week, bro? What was you? This was what?
3-1.
3-1. Whatever. All right. So we got the Athletics versus the Mariners. What you got?
That's gonna be a good game. Give me the A's.
A's. Okay. Don't be trying to switch up on me either. You're sorry, Joker. All right. You got the Cardinals versus the Dodgers.
Dodgers.
You're a fake Dodgers fan. It's like you're a fake LA fan. All right.
I know Dodgers. You know who I am in baseball. Don't do that.
My fault.
I'm about to say, don't act like that.
Somebody said OKC about to be an expansion team. Yeah.
Semi-pro or something.
Like I said, you can start a whole nother team with them draft picks, bro.
Right.
Hey,
I mean, 35 picks to 7 years, that's a lot of picks. Yeah, especially considering the fact you only got 2 rounds in the NBA. It's not like football where you got 7 freaking rounds.
right.
Trailblazers versus the Nuggets tonight.
I got Portland. I'm rocking with Dame.
Keep rocking with Dame.
Hey.
Got something for that. All right. Fever, Indiana Fever versus Storm.
Storm. I'm going Storm.
And
She's a beast, bro. God.
Liberty versus the Sun. Versus
Oh, you suck. I know. Yeah, you suck.
They both good.
Yeah, you suck for that one. Oh, man.
He over there praying right now. Look.
You say the best one for last. You did.
Oh man.
God, I'm gonna go to Liberty. I'm gonna go to Liberty.
All right.
Sabrina Hot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She hooping. Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna ask y'all a question. I ain't put it down in the bottom because I ain't know how to word it, but we're gonna get through this. All right. Should a performance be impressive when a player is losing? So I'm gonna give you a scenario. Better yet, we could go ahead and jump in the brick or bucket. And we could. Nah, never mind. We can do it like this. All right. So if I score 40 points, but we lose by 30, I'm efficient. Everything is that impressive, Damien?
If you lose by 30, that's tough. If you lose by 30, so I'm gonna say not impressive if you lose by 30 because I feel like at that point everybody getting their buckets on the team. So yeah, I'm gonna say not impressive if you lose by 30.
What'd you think, James?
all right, by 30, that's fine. But if it's a closer game, then it's impressive.
Yeah. Right.
I think.
But you've been on record as saying that 40 points is 40 points.
40 points, still 40 points. It's hard to put up 40, regardless.
It is. Yeah, that's true.
It is, but don't you like? I know, like most of us, coach, and don't you want to teach a child that it's good to have 40, 50? Obviously it's great, but do you think it's more important to have 40, or is more important to have whatever but impact the game and the winning? You know what I'm trying to say?
No.
Look, I'm gonna respond. You know why that's a tough? That's a tough question, Ty, for a young person, because unfortunately that's what's gonna get them further in their career.
Yeah.
If you're scoring that 40 and 50, bro, you're gonna go to college, score 40 and 50 in college, you're going to the league. So I think it's different from that age when you get in the league. When you get in the league, you're already established. So now it becomes the winning thing and your money but as a young kid, I mean, I want to teach them how to impact the game because that's how much I love basketball.
Yeah.
From moving up different levels. If you're that gifted to score 40 in high school and like you're gonna go pro. So that's a hard.
Okay, so let me ask you a different question then. If I had 25 points with a triple double, and we lose by 20, is that impressive?
Why everybody getting blown out, bro? Why can't be no
I
close
mean,
loss?
I can give you an example of where this actually happened.
What he's saying is he said is Westbrook is not impressive. I'm saying he still put up a triple-double, but at the same time, Bradley Beal ain't stepping up. Like Westbrook is doing his job.
But
Bradley
we're not
Beal,
talking about Bradley Beal right now.
Hold up, Bradley Beal, not what? You been watching
This
him?
whole segment sound like it's about the Wizards.
but yeah.
Well, cause we was picking at it last night, and I'm with I think Damian just said it. I'm with, like, if you look at it, a lot of guys, like, we was picking at why was Tatum still in the game and they was getting blown out the last game. The only reason he got to 40 is because he kept playing. Right. James was like, man, get your 40, bro. And we was like, man, yeah, get your numbers, blah, blah, blah. But that's the only reason he got 40. So in that situation, no, that's not impressive. Because I'm gonna give he got 40 just because he stayed in a meaningless game.
But I'm gonna give you an example, Chuck. 26, 12, 10.
Okay.
9 for 18.
Okay.
3 of 6 from the 3.
Okay.
5 of 5 from the free throw.
Okay.
But you lose 132 to 103.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not doing your job, though.
I mean, is that impressive? Like, do you look at that? That's the question. Like, do you look at that and say, "Oh, that's impressive"? Like, that's that. You get what I'm saying?
I'm gonna let everybody else talk. I'm gonna say this and leave it alone. I think sometimes if we want to say Westbrook, want to say Harden, whoever, we can pick whoever. I think there are many times when the triple-double does affect winning and losing. Because I think sometimes you go for that triple-double and it can cause the flow of your team to not be natural. And there's times where you can get just, let's say, 30 points and the rest of your stat line ain't that good, but everybody else stepped up because they were more in tune with what's going on and you win. So I think it just depends on, kind of the system and kind of the team that you have around you. I think I'll use Westbrook for an example. I don't mind. I think there are times where he went for the triple-double, and I think it affected whether the results are, like, to me, all his
in a good way.
The most impressive to me was the OKC. That team was terrible. The one when he got that team was terrible. But I think there are certain games where I watch, him, want that triple-double or make, he's trying to make the play versus let somebody else kind of do what they do. And there's times where it happens. It's happened with Harden. It happens with everybody. So I think there are times to don't worry about them stats and try to win.
So give me stats over wins.
So what about, like, when I know you're saying,
bad, bro.
You say Westbrook, but Bradley Beal went for 10 for 26 and had 25 points, 3 assists, and 6 rebounds, but you didn't break him up at all. But he's a key.
Because he's not the topic of discussion. You can bring him up.
I'm saying, like, you just can't throw one person underneath the bus without throwing the other person underneath the bus.
No, because that's not the question.
I'm talking about time.
That's not the question, James. That's not the question. You changed the narrative. That's not the question. The question is, if you have a dynamic stat line.
His one dynamic, that's why they bring it up.
You just played bad. He said if you have a great statistical game, that's not what you just named. If you have a great statistical game, but you're losing, that's the topic.
I guess it depends how much you lose by.
Obviously, you didn't have a great game. That's not great stats. That's not what he's referring to. He's referring to an excellent game in which you lose.
I use a different person as an example. We'll go John Morant. He had 47.
That's a good one. That's a good
against Utah, but they were never really in the. But they were never really in the game.
But
that's a good one. I like that.
I
mean, they're playing Utah, but
I think there's different variables.
Utah out of that next round.
I think Utah going a little bit further, but I think there's different variables to it. And the person I want to use for an example is Simmons. I think that because he doesn't do the scoring, but he brings up the rest of the stat line, right? And so, are you critical of him because if he would get his scoring up, he would have the triple-double.
Right. But what he does causes them to win.
Yeah.
Even though
he causes them to win is they took the ball out of his hands as much.
Yeah, but Megan, when they're losing, who's the first person everybody go to though?
You're right. That's true.
Of course. But I mean, I think it's the same thing with Westbrook too. And then also there's different variables to that too, because if we're doing a single game performance, then no, it's not exactly impressive, but you're not really the problem with the team, because you're still performing well. But then when you have somebody like Steph Curry, who they were projected to be finished 14th this season, and he literally carried them almost to the playoffs, like that was impressive.
And I know me and James touched on this when we was on the phone. with that, see, it's tough because not the bubble, but the play-in kind of cheats them out of it because
Right.
the way he played good enough to make the playoffs. They win the
Right,
8th seed and
absolutely.
you don't have a play-in. They make the playoffs. So I mean,
Right, and
that's
nobody at the beginning of the season thought Golden
Gave them a
State was
chance
going
now.
to be anything, and he
Most
literally
people know.
puts them there. So I mean, that is impressive. In a single game situation, no, it's not impressive.
Yeah. And I like that because if you look at Steph, if Steph don't try to get the 30, 40, 50, but he try to get more assists, they lose. If he
Right.
try to go for the more assists and try to get, they lose. He had to score that many points for them. He had to.
Right.
So that's the type of stuff it differentiates.
but I mean, coming into the season, anybody besides me had the Wizards making the playoffs because I had them making the playoffs.
No, I was wrong. I was wrong. I said no. I said
I said no.
You didn't have them. You didn't have them. What about you,
I had-
Damien?
Yeah, I had them making the playoffs.
Didn't make the playoffs. You had Atlanta making it too.
We had I had a 7 seed.
I had Atlanta, but I didn't have them very high. Anybody had the Knicks?
No,
Nah.
no.
You
I
had the
didn't.
Knicks?
I didn't think they would be this good, bro.
Second
I don't
episode
think
of the
so.
sip off, I said that
I thought they were
Knicks
gonna be
were gonna in
terrible.
the playoffs. Now I didn't think they would be this highly seeded, but I absolutely had them in the first round.
Man, that's a great call.
Yeah, it
I
is.
definitely didn't see it.
Yeah, I
I'm
see
gonna
that
edit
cover,
that
yeah.
video and put it out for everybody.
Yeah, you might need to because I did the Knicks team surprise me. I thought the Hawks would be good. I like the Bogdanovich pickup. I mean, I liked a lot of the Gallinari.
Yeah,
I know he's another person that's hurt all the time too.
Yeah.
because I was high preseason. I was high on the Hawks. I really thought the Hawks would be really good when I seen the
Cam
pickup.
Reddish not even playing right.
And they're deep.
Russell Westbrook started off the season in didn't he? He started the season off with the Wizards, didn't he?
Yeah, they made a trade before the season.
Yeah, they made a trade
you
before the
know-
season, so yeah, because that's why I had him in the
He been
playoffs.
hurt. He been in and out of lineup hurt and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, not really.
The beginning of the year they played so horrible with COVID and everything.
Yeah, that COVID
Yeah.
hurt them. That's why I made the.
They made that
it
late
look
run.
bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
They did. They made a late run.
Westbrook was getting a lot of criticism because Bill, the first, even though they were losing, Bill was cooking. I think
Yeah,
he was averaging almost 40, and everybody was like, "Man, where's Westbrook at?" He didn't have a good beginning of the season. Then he started coming on.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna move right along to the next question. All right, man. So Julio Jones, we can talk a little football. We're gonna switch gears. We got ain't no Atlanta fan. We ain't got no Atlanta fans on this joint. All right, where you think Julio going, Damien?
I think Julio ends up in Buffalo. Yeah.
God, somebody.
Please don't go there.
Oh, man, he just hurt my feelings, bro. Yeah.
You
Go
think
on.
about, the Falcons don't want to trade him in the conference at all, right? They only want to deal with him the one time they play Buffalo this year and not have to worry about him at all. Buffalo, you think about them adding Julio with Stephon Diggs, with Josh Allen throwing to him. Nasty. They're that one step away from getting to the Super Bowl. I think they pull the trigger and try to get Julio. Now, I don't know if Julio wants to move from Atlanta to Buffalo. That's tough. But if he's willing to go, I don't know if he has no trade clause or not, but if he's willing to go to Buffalo, I think that'd be a perfect match right there.
I don't know what to say after that. What you got, Chuck?
Bruh, he just hurt my feelings. I'm a Miami fan. I don't want none of that smoke. God. But where will he go? I really don't know.
Oh yeah.
I know some places I would like to see him go where he's needed, and I think he can boost the team, elevate a team. Of course, bias. I think we need a receiver, so I would love to see him in Miami. I think we're up and coming. I think that can boost us to another level. I would like to see him give Lamar Jackson some help. I would like to see Baltimore because they desperately need him. The Seattle thing is scary. I heard the Seattle come up. That's scary. Him, Metcalf.
Does that make sense though?
Bro, him, Metcalf, and Lockett. You get boy, you good.
I definitely don't want to see that.
Whoa.
No, that's scary.
Yeah. So where he end up, man, I don't think nobody really can. It's kind of up in there. Yeah,
that remind me of that old Vikings team, man.
That's tough.
Vince Carter,
I
Moss.
think
Who
about
was
Seattle.
Reed? Was it?
Yeah,
Was the
Reed.
third dude? Yeah.
And I mean, Ty, as much as we talk about each other's teams, I think he'll be a good fit for you. San Francisco. I think, hey.
We just never that.
I think that's a good spot though. That's a good fit. It's a good fit. Y'all need a number one receiver. And then
so what you trying to say about the guys we got?
Huh?
What you trying to say about the guys we got?
They're not number one receivers.
This dude right here. All right.
I like them though. I like Brandon Ayuk. I like him a lot. I think they got talent there, but they don't have that true number one like Chuck is saying.
Julio to Tampa Bay. Come on, you got to stop it, Nate Frost.
Bro.
What you got, James? Because you and Megan, I'm gonna say this before we came on the show. You already said Dallas don't want him. Is it because
I didn't say
they
Dallas.
didn't want Dallas?
I never said Dallas didn't want him. I said we'll take him if he come, but he don't want to go there.
Okay, that's what you said.
Megan don't want him. If she don't want him, I don't want him either. So we Dallas fans.
But I just said they didn't want him, so you said
every year for the last 20 years. We don't know. We don't need any more receivers.
Yeah, so
Megan said we don't need
all the receivers already.
Yeah, we do have. We have a lot of receivers. Yeah. I'm gonna say I want him to go to Green Bay so Aaron Rodgers can stay there. That's basically I just want him to go there, Green Bay. I don't have any other destination for him to go. Him in Green Bay, I think that'll give Aaron Rodgers stay there so they keep the NFL, and
I won't
equally
go say
balanced.
that. Yeah, I won't go say that because I don't know Aaron Rodgers' situation. But I'm gonna say this: if Julio goes to Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers there, they're winning the Super Bowl. I said it. I'm sorry. I said
I need him in Green Bay.
I'm being 100. They're winning the Super Bowl.
I disagree, but go ahead, Megan.
That's fine.
I actually have him going to Seattle, but the reason I think he goes to Seattle is because they're trying to keep Russ happy. There was speculation that Russ wanted out over the summer or over the off season. Dallas was a possible destination spot. We didn't know if we were going to pay Dak or not. So I think Seattle's going to go out of their way to try and improve some of Russell's weapons. Now, yeah, they do have some defensive problems, absolutely, and that's very relatable. But I don't think Atlanta's worried about being competitive this year because they're not going to be competitive this year. They're going to have to rebuild. They've got to get out from underneath Matt Ryan. I don't think they're going to be worried about having to play Julio and keeping him in the same conference, or they shouldn't be worried about it. They have bigger problems.
Who did Atlanta draft?
They got Pitts.
Kyle Pitts.
Pitts, Julio, and what's the other receiver?
Ridley.
Oh, really? That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough.
It's the thing though. They can score. They can score 50. Oh, sorry, I mean cut you off, Megan. They can score 50, but they're gonna give up 51. Like that defense is still horrible.
It was our defense and their defense. Like, no, they were awful.
That is true.
All right, so that's what everybody. Excuse me, how is adding someone not being an offensive lineman to protect Russ going to help? Like, you got somebody.
I mean, I understand that, but I think they're. I'm not saying like it's the exact right move, but I think it's what's going to happen. I think that's where he's going to end up.
All right.
In Seattle, even though he don't have great protection, that allows him to get the ball out quicker. If you got that extra piece, because Julio can get himself open real quickly, and him be able to do that going to allow Lockett and Metcalf. You know what they do, so now he can get rid of the ball quicker than normal if he has that extra.
And Russ is mobile.
Right, Lockett and Julio.
That's tough, bro.
I say Lockett in the slot.
And you still got some. They got some more pieces. They got some. Man, listen. They got a man at tight end. They got a couple tight end pieces. You got a running game.
Yeah, Julio's a game changer.
You got no O-line, but you got a running game.
Right.
Julio's a game changer. He's a game changer for real.
If he stay healthy, he's another one though, bro. Can he stay healthy?
Yeah, he needs to stay healthy.
I don't mind.
I won't see him in Buffalo, man.
No. No. Man, no, please don't come over.
I know, right? So, all right. So next we got one I guess one of people's favorite subjects, brick or bucket. If I can, whatever. All right, brick or bucket. All right, Julio. Because I've seen this on social media, so I'm gonna ask this question. Julio is you know how I go, Damien? Brick means you don't agree. Bucket means you do agree. All right.
Gotcha.
Julio is a top 5 receiver. Brick or bucket?
Ooh.
Who you asking first?
Go ahead. You see, I know what your answer is. Go ahead.
I'm brick.
I know that.
Oh, okay.
I know yours. Do I agree with it? As whatever. What you got, Damien?
I'm gonna say bucket. I can't think of 5 that's better off the top of my head when he's healthy. So I'm gonna say bucket.
So just out of curiosity, Chuck, who's your top 5?
I got Adams, I got Diggs, I got Hill, I got D-Hop, and I got was it Metcalf?
I think Metcalf better than Julio?
I'm trying to feel. Was it now? I think he is. I think he is now.
You was talking all that junk about Metcalf last year, bro.
He did. He had a couple bad games. He didn't show up.
You was talking junk about him though.
I was. Oh yes, I
Man,
would.
you whack.
How you can't talk about no junk about nobody because
You talking like he was like he was
I talk junk about
overrated.
LeBron and he in the GOAT conversation. So what that mean?
Man, you worse than Avery this time, bro.
I
My man said Devontae Adams with the question.
What do you mean
Devontae
Devontae Adams with a question mark, bro? You tripping? Who is that? Nate, you tripping, bro? Yeah, like that. What is wrong with you? I need to hear his response to that. Yeah, like that. What you tripping?
What you got, James?
I got Bucket. Yeah, I think he's a top 5 wide receiver.
What you got, Megan?
I think it is a Bucket too, but I got him right at number 5.
Yeah, I mean, damn, that's crazy. Nobody had can't guard.
Can't guard Mike.
No, I got Mike in my top 5.
Yeah, I got him in my top 5.
Sure. I don't see why he's not in the top 5.
Who's your top 5 then, James? Because if you got Mike and Julio in there, somebody ain't in there.
All right, let me see. I got Mike, Julio, Stefan. Sure. After that, they're all probably about equal.
Yeah, D-Hop is equal.
D-Hop, you right. D-Hop.
Devontae Adams ain't equal either.
I don't know, but I feel like D-Hop and Diggs better though.
Him and Hill. I would say Adams then Hill. Yeah.
I think we're going to really see something from Michael Thomas this year with a quarterback who could throw past 20 yards. We're going to see something this year from Michael Thomas that we ain't seen.
He broke the NFL record the year before, so I don't know if you get hurt.
Yeah.
Like, he catches everything, so I don't see it.
I think it's going to be harder for him this year, though. It's going to be
harder.
He's a receiver that catches the ball 90% of the time when it's thrown to him. So
what'd you say, Megan?
You said for in New Orleans, though, but do y'all have do you believe in either one of those quarterbacks to actually make that happen?
I think James can make it happen. I don't believe in Taysom Hill, but I think James can make it happen.
James can make it happen. He might throw an interception, but he can make it happen.
You said Adams with the question marks like he
was. Oh no, Nate, I did put. That's what he was trying to. I was confused. Yeah, Nate, I put Adams in my. I said Adams.
Hey, watch your mouth about Mike. Only person could disrespect him is me.
Mike, the only reason Mike ran so many slants is because Drew Brees' arm was done, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
To run out of slants.
But you think Mike creates the separation that's necessary though?
That's the thing. He's so great at and so physical. He don't need that separation that a Julio can get. Like he's not gonna get the separation Julio can. He doesn't run a 4-3-4 like Julio.
Spectacular, bro. His hands are spectacular.
And one spectacular last year, but
the man was hurt. The man got hurt the first game.
Well, and he was suspended too.
And he was suspended.
That too.
Now that's when the hands was working. Because I heard what he got suspended for. I'm just saying. But got suspended for knocking somebody out.
Gardner Johnson's an irritant, man. I can see how Gardner Johnson got them hands. Like he's definitely known for that. So I can see that.
All right. So we're gonna move on. Megan, you said it was a bucket or?
She said bucket.
Yeah, it's a bucket.
You said bucket. All right. Jokic will be MVP. Brick or bucket?
Oh shoot. Bucket.
Yeah. That's
so
switch. No rim.
Nobody don't think Embiid got a chance. No.
Nah.
He did if he didn't get hurt, but nah. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
I think the 3 weeks really hurt him. I think they did. Create that separation.
Yeah. Joker did bucket.
All right. Now look, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna ask this question, but y'all killed me last year on the show when I said that Derrick Henry was the best running back in the NFL. I got killed. Y'all talk straight trash to me. All right. So McCaffrey is a top 2 running back in the NFL. Christian McCaffrey, by the way.
You said top 2?
That's tough.
Yeah, top 2.
Who?
He said McCaffrey. He said McCaffrey.
Brick.
I'm going Brick.
I'm going bucket.
I'm gonna go Brick. I'm gonna go Brick.
Who's better than McCaffrey in your opinion? I know you. What you about to say, Kamara, or you about to say Jones? Which one you about to say?
For me,
because I know you a Jones and a Kamara fan. Yeah, you said Brick.
I think Henry. Yeah, I would say.
Y'all dogged me last year for saying Henry.
I just said Henry and Kamara. I didn't say I said Henry.
But you dogged me last year for saying.
No,
Henry.
I did not. I was the one that said it depends on what you're looking for, because when you look at versatility, I feel like when you look at people that can come out the backfield and pass and blah blah blah, I say it just depends with me. I didn't argue your point. Now you was getting killed. Don't get it twisted, but it won't be.
I don't know if Dalvin Cook. I don't know.
But I just went with
Dalvin Cook's a
yeah.
monster.
I'm gonna go Henry and Kamara. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
So you think Kamara is better than McCaffrey?
I do.
That's tough. That's tough, bro.
I mean, it is tough. Like it's really. I'm not saying it like I'm like
Because I feel like if he's healthy, bro.
Yeah.
I think
I wouldn't argue it. I wouldn't argue at all. I gotta go.
If he's healthy, I don't know what Kamara does better than McCaffrey,
and vice versa. That's why I said I wouldn't argue with you. I'm not gonna argue with your point. Like I'm with you. I rock with you. I just have to. That's when they say pick your poison, I guess. Yeah.
I think that the only thing that McCaffrey does more than Kamara is get more opportunities. Like when he's the one that's asked to carry the team more. Right. So that's why, like,
the team.
Yeah, exactly. So I think Kamara could put up those same stats in that situation. So I don't think, honestly, you can say one is better than the other. I think Kamara's actually a better route runner. Like I feel like he could do more things spread out than.
Well, he's faster.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I really feel like Saquon is probably the number one running back in the league. My opinion, Saquon. And even though I don't feel like last year is indicative of his talent, I still got Zeke up there. I feel like he don't have the right coach.
Come on now, Megan.
McCarthy has never been a running. He's never had a running offense. This is the best running back he's ever had in his career, and he don't know what to do with him. He forgot about him all season long.
So them fumbles.
No, but you know what I like about that? You know what I like about that is when that happened, he took the team on his back and he said, "This is my fault." I respect that. He didn't try to dodge it. He didn't try and blame the coach, even though I feel like it's the coach's fault. You know, if you don't play your best player and then you throw him in when you're in trouble, do you expect him to be in sync with your team? It's not going to happen.
I still didn't like that coaching pickup. So
me either. We need Lincoln Riley.
Not Mike. They are mad about that.
And then he hired his best friend as the defensive coordinator.
Come on, man.
Kill me.
And Tyler, I'm high on Aaron Jones too. I love it. I love me some Aaron Jones too. So I know he's not top 2, but I think he's on the brink of being top up there.
So it was a brick for you, Chuck. It was a bucket for you, Damien.
Brick.
It was a brick for you, James.
I think he ain't went yet.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got McCaffrey and Henry is the best 2 running backs.
You don't got Zeke.
He's up there.
I need somebody to check your temperature. Anybody close to you?
He's up there. But now them 2 for sure right now, yeah.
And yours is what, Megan?
Brick.
Somebody got Lincoln Riley up here, boy. What the heck?
That's who I want as my coach.
Lincoln Riley, boy. He
trying to tell
he put you in the league. For sure.
And I'm not an OU fan because I'm to my UT always forever. I hate OU, but you got to respect it.
You see what this quarterback's doing?
Mm-hmm.
All of them got starting jobs.
Facts.
That's true.
Yeah.
Tyrus face, man.
Somebody,
I don't know how they making that face.
The Trailblazers getting smacked right now.
Right.
Well, about to get it.
Oh, they are
50 to 32.
Oh well.
Dude,
I mean, that's
Dame
not
gonna
bad.
go off, though. They're gonna just need that one of those Dame quarters. They be back in it.
Yeah. All right. So we'll get to, since we ain't got career over this week, we got what's cooking. All right. So I'm about to tell you who's cooking. I don't know if I got somebody that's not cooking this week, man.
I got one.
You know what I mean?
Lord,
you say you got one?
Yeah,
I'm gonna let you handle that part there. But for what's cooking, I got 2 people from the same game. Come on now. Who else could I name other than Jason Tatum? 50 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 16 for 30, 5 of 11 from the 3, 13 to 15 from the free throw, 1 block, 1 steal. And he only had 1 turnover, ladies and gentlemen. That's cooking. Now somebody else, they had to dust him off. They had to get him up off of, I don't know which Kardashian it is because there's so many of them. But they had to get him up off Chloe. They got my boy T. We got a TT site, man. Bro. 19 points, 13 rebounds, 8 of 13. This is the TT that when they said they was getting Tristan Thompson, I believe I don't want to speak for James, but I believe this is the TT we thought they were going to get. You know what I mean? So engaged. Like I said, man. And I just want to say this. I know I said this on air the other day, but this just goes to show you that these plus minuses really don't mean nothing. How my man had 19-13 and he's minus 16. These plus minuses are trash. I just want to put that out there. What you got, Chuck? That's cooking.
David Bertans, bro.
Who?
Listen to me. Washington Wizards, bro.
Oh, he's stupid.
24 minutes, 0 points, 0 assists, 0 blocks, and 2 rebounds, bro. That's not cooking. 23 minutes, bro. And you supposed to be an elite 3-point shooter, at least at that. You can't give me 1 point, a free throw. That's definitely not cooking. I'm good. Thankful for the 2 rebounds, but you can have them back.
How tall is he?
Not cooking.
Hey.
But he tall, bro. See,
Tall.
Bro, come on, bro. I seen that. I couldn't. I said this is not real. I had to look.
Hey,
it up. I said, this
you
can't
ain't
be
say
real.
nothing about your partner,
Who?
Joe Ingles.
He ain't play no worse than that. He couldn't.
3 points.
23
minutes, 0 points.
He already won, Ty. 3 points. He won. You ain't gotta say no more stats. He won already.
Your boy Joe Ingles. That's your partner too. But Bertans don't start, do he?
Nah, he's
Yes.
6 man. Nah, that
He starts.
oh, he do start. I thought he was 6 man.
I could be wrong.
Who's that for?
Because Hachimura is
Hachimura played it for, no?
who the
Who played the 3? Bertan? That's sad, bro. Bertan don't even know the start line.
Well, okay, so what's cooking is
Hold on, I'm about to give you this. I'm about to give you the starting lineup, bro. It's Bertans. It's
He do start.
it's Alex Lynn, Hachimura, Bertans, Westbrook,
And Bill.
and
He-
Bill.
Even worse.
Why is Robin
Starter.
Lopez? All right, Robin Lopez, they killing me.
That hook shot be killing though.
He don't miss it, bro.
But did you see when he airballed the hook shot though?
That's one time though. My man hit that hook shot more
That's
than
what I
one
was
time,
saying
bro.
earlier.
I just want to make sure somebody seen when he airballed the. Oh yeah, man, and I, you know what? I got to get these people. I got to get them, man. I was so high on these boys last year, so I got to get them this year.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Miami Heat
Career
as a whole.
career over.
Career over. I'm taking over. Matter of fact, I'm taking over career over this week. Miami Heat, it's over for you. All right. I don't know what y'all need to do. I don't know if y'all need to go.
They're bubble dynasty, bro. They're bubble team.
Hey, watch your mouth now. Miami Heat,
Partying
man.
too much down there in South Beach. Partying too much.
Man. I don't.
Yeah.
I was on the Heat. I was on the Heat train last year. I hit a bump, fell off. I rode it all the way to the finals.
God almighty.
But
Over for.
I can't say Tyler Hero trash, but I will say this. I don't know, and I know everybody was so critical of me when I said I don't understand why they're holding on to Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson and not wanting to get Harden, but everybody was, and you see what Harden doing right now. But I mean, now granted, that's what Kyrie Irving and Durant. But even when Durant was hurt, Harden still he looked like you can make an argument that he might have been the best player on the floor. But I mean,
Absolutely.
I just think with Harden, as long as you would have had Bam, Jimmy, you could have filled the rest in with some veterans.
Yeah, I think it was something outside of basketball why they didn't want Harden, bro.
Well, what you mean?
It had to be something.
You think it was a Pat Riley thing?
Yep.
Yeah, it had to be
I didn't
something
know
outside of B-ball.
That wasn't even an option.
Why would you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would
That's
you
crazy.
not go for Harden and go for Oladipo, who we know stays hurt now?
Well, look at what they traded for Oladipo. You didn't really risk nothing. What you traded?
But
You
know
traded
what? Olenek been balling when he was down there in Houston. He had 20 plus points every single night he played.
where's he at now?
In Cabo.
You gotta think.
Oh, you
They
said
lost-
when he was in Houston. My fault. I'm tripping.
They lost
I
their
thought you said-
defenders too. They wing defenders, Jones and Crowder. Those
Yeah.
two big
Well,
people.
they was going before.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
was going before the season though. But I know what you're saying though.
And I'm glad you brought it. I want to give him credit, bro. He don't get the credit he deserves. Everywhere he go, he helps the team win, bro.
Absolutely.
Jay Crowder, I have to give him a shout
I
out,
disagree.
bro. Where?
When he was in
with
Cleveland,
Dallas,
he
when
want to help.
Dallas,
He want to help.
Dallas.
What about when he was in
Phoenix.
Cleveland?
He helped.
He left, then they
That
went
team
to the
was
chip.
terrible anyway, bro. Yeah, that team was Yeah, that team was terrible. I can't count them. But you're right though. I give you that. But that team was terrible.
But I know what you're saying.
You got Ty Lue fired, huh?
Yeah.
He won who got Ty Lue fired. That daggone J.R. Henny Smith, bro.
Oh no, he was there.
Who, Henny Smith?
No, he was there with Ty Lue. Was there. They got traded right before the finals. He got traded right before the finals.
Yeah,
like
but
right
see,
before the playoffs, I mean.
Crowder, I will say this though, even if he's not, I know somebody say he couldn't throw the ball in the ocean, but even if he's not shooting well, he's still gonna be he's still gonna give you defense.
Series, yeah, he's been shooting pretty bad.
And they killed me on Twitter when I said why is AD shooting fadeaways when he's 7 foot and Crowder 6'8", but
that always bothers.
People but Danny talking about he's a guard. People talking about he's 16.
He got a guard mindset because he played guard until he hit that crazy growth spurt in high school.
Man, he been a center for the last how many years been in the league?
He said it didn't work in Cleveland, but they won the title. They won the title with Ty Lue.
They did, but LeBron was the coach.
Oh, that's disrespectful.
So is LeBron the coach now? Why is it working?
In LA right now.
So why ain't we winning then?
I mean, because he old.
Because we've been hurt.
AD, all them been hurt.
Yeah, it's injuries, bro.
Hey, what time do Dame time start? That's what I want to know.
It's looking shaky. It's looking shaky, bro.
It's looking bad. It's looking bad.
Shaky.
But Dame time can start anytime. Though we saw him drop 30 in the quarter early in the series. Like it could start at any time.
I'm not as high on them as everybody else is. I just truly feel like them, Philly. If it don't work this year, if Philly don't at least make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, you got to start looking at some trade because I know they was also a trade partner for
Harden.
And I know for some reason they just didn't want to give up Ben Simmons. I mean,
but you know why they got a bailout this season? Because the two teams that they need to be scared of got to play each other. They don't got to see either one of them.
Yeah,
Milwaukee and Brooklyn.
Yeah, but that's why he's saying they're going to Conference Finals.
They're going to go to Eastern Conference Finals.
That's why I said they got to make it.
But they're gonna beat Atlanta pretty easily.
But I think it depends on Embiid. If he's hurt, you're not beating Atlanta.
Man, he's not hurt, bro. I keep trying to tell. There's nothing wrong with him, bro. There's nothing wrong.
I think if we back for that series, even
I don't know, bro.
Like, he's fine.
Yeah.
Y'all was so critical of me when I was talking about how he was doing that Toronto series. He was stomach hurt this game. Next game his back hurt. This game.
That Toronto series, he scored 0 points in the game.
I don't know if he had 0, but he was close.
Yeah, 0.
Dang.
But he didn't play good that series. And then, Ben Simmons, I don't know. But I feel like you got to – that was a perfect opportunity to get Harden, man. I mean, I know a lot of people saying they felt like it's Houston all over again if they had Harden because they don't know how him and Embiid will play together. But, I mean, you still would have had Tobias Harris. You still would have had Seth Curry.
Oh, no, they're still number 1 in the East, so it's all Embiid, bro. If he ain't hurt, they good.
Man, hearing you talk about Harden makes me think that Harden really fooled everybody, bro.
But see that he did the same thing Blake Griffin did. Blake Griffin had everybody fooled too.
But not only did he fool his team, though, like because Blake Griffin fooled us all, we thought he was trash. But Harden fooled Miami and fooled Philly out of trading for him. We got his way to Brooklyn by doing that. Like he literally fooled everybody, bro. Because no way, like you mentioned earlier, they didn't want to give up Tyler Hero.
Hero. I ain't know that.
They didn't want to give up Hero or Robinson. And I'm like, what do you want to give up? Because I can understand not wanting to give up Bam. I could truly understand that to a certain extent. Yeah. But for Harden, it's about like AD. Like,
look, if you got Harden, Butler, and Bam, you give up Hero and Duncan easy. Like
easy.
Them jokers would have been out of there. Yeah. Them jokers would have been out of there so fast, bro.
And they still would have had Dragic? Like what? And you don't give up Hero.
Hero was averaging 15 points for the season last year. And then Robinson, how much was he doing for last year?
Like I think it's they would have stayed hard. It's not a part of Heat coaching.
I think that's what it was. Performance of how well they played in the bubble had them kind
of. What was the 3-point percentage last year, Robinson?
He had on the bat suit.
I know. I'm pretty sure he shot 40% now. I ain't.
That's why I think they kept Robinson.
Robinson's a great shooter. He's a great shooter, but you give him up for a chance to have Harden, Butler, and Bam together. Like,
Yes.
easy.
They don't do nothing better than Harden but shoot.
Yeah. And Hero's been super inconsistent this year. Like, he's been out here wilding out in these streets.
Yeah,
So yeah, he's been super inconsistent.
He shot 44% from 3, James.
That's crazy.
I'm piggybacking. In my opinion, I think you give up Hero for Robinson, because I think Harden's going to get Robinson so many open threes. All he got to do is just sit out there.
Right.
Yeah.
Tyler Hero, you don't necessarily need his playmaking if you got Harden and Butler.
Right.
Yeah,
that's for sure. Yeah.
But Robinson gonna get you 20-30 just off them two.
Nate Frost crazy. He said if I offered Duncan and Hero on 2K, the trade wouldn't go through. You daggone right. The team would probably turn that junk down. But I mean, they had some. They was gonna get a third. They was gonna get a third team involved. They would have worked it out somehow. But,
Yeah.
I mean, they would have had to give up just more than that. That ain't the only 2 things they would have had to give up. They might have had to give up Dragic. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
No, you have him.
But a bunch of draft picks too, probably. But still,
Yeah, it would have been a bunch of draft picks like
Yeah.
like they did. But I mean, Harden, like I said the other day, Harden's 30, 31?
31.
He could play that way for another 4 or 5 years the way he plays. So I mean, you know what I mean? But
yeah, shoot. At the time, did they have Whiteside at the time?
Huh?
At the time, when they was trying, was Whiteside still there at the time? At that time?
Nah, Whiteside was in Portland last
year. He already was gone.
Yeah, he was already gone. But my thing is, once you
Whiteside at now, Sacramento.
Yeah, with that big contract.
Well, see, they was talking about him coming to LA at one point. They were saying that he might get bought out.
No, thank you.
No, Whiteside is all stats.
Which LA?
Lakers.
No, thank you. I'll pass.
You don't want nobody.
Whiteside is all stats.
You telling me y'all will want Whiteside?
Oh, Gasol.
You gonna protect the rim?
That's the thing. Does he protect the rim though, or does he just get blocks because he chases everything?
He gonna protect the.
You got a good point there, Damian. How you say it like that? You just chase everything, yeah.
Hey, I'd rather have that than drum it like this.
Like I told y'all, I think y'all agree with me. A lot of people.
And I see LeBron like this.
Yeah, I would have kept JaVale McGee, bro. Like I would have.
That's what me and Ty been saying.
I mean, y'all agree with me when I said it. A lot of people was like, "Why you think, man, bro? Keep JaVale McGee."
I don't understand.
Why get rid of both of them?
Both of them.
Right.
Yeah, that's my thing.
I understand.
I say keep one of them. Like,
I understand you bringing Gasol in because he could play him at the 5. He can stretch the 4. He gonna bring the big man out. I understand that, but I still need that energy that one of them was bringing. You know what I'm saying? So, and like my man said, Ayton shooting. I don't know if he's shooting 80%, but he might be correct.
Look, you should have had him on What's Cooking, because right now, bro, he should know.
It's disrespect to have somebody from the opposite team on What's Cooking.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about, Ty. That's what I'm talking about, Ty. I'm proud of you.
You said who?
Brian Forbes.
Oh, you know what? Oh, girl said something about him on the show last week too.
Yeah, he can shoot it, bro.
If he shoot like this, they gonna be a problem.
Because now you gotta realize that injury to DiVincenzo is giving him more of an opportunity because now he's out for the playoffs. So now he gets to play a lot. He's gonna play a lot.
He want to shoot like that with the Spurs, huh?
He was a great 3.
He was. He was.
Well, he wasn't getting an opportunity like this.
Well, we had Patty Mills. You know, we had other people in the bench. We had Patty Mills. He's a great 3-point shooter. I mean, Kyle Anderson. We're missing Kyle Anderson as well, who's on Memphis playing really well.
I like Kyle Anderson. Slow-mo.
He's slow, but he has a really great basketball IQ.
He's a tall dude, too.
Really well.
Yeah, but James, he's pretty much in the same situation now that he was in there. I mean, if DiVincenzo don't get hurt, he's kind of in the same situation with Milwaukee. He's not going to play a whole lot, but when he's in there, bro, you got to know where he's at.
I think he's showing out. Maybe he's making a name for himself over there.
But you know what confuses me though? Dwight Howard came on Twitter, said I'm back with the Lakers.
Yeah, that's tough.
Deleted that jump. Next thing I know, he's in Philly for a deal that he could have got in LA.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
Damian and Megan.
I think Mike's right. Mike, he said he jumped the gun too soon.
Yeah.
Damian and Megan, just in case we don't see y'all again, or you might not be on the show before that happens. I want to know, because I'm almost pretty sure Milwaukee and Brooklyn's going to play each other. Who you got? How many games? What you think?
Ladies first.
I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about this later, but who y'all got?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Milwaukee. And I'm going to say in 6 games. I just don't trust. There's no.
I love it.
There's not a whole lot of defense in Brooklyn, even though I like what James Harden does in Brooklyn. I like
Mike said the same thing you said.
If you got him at the 1, I love it. I love how great James Harden looks at the 1. But they just don't have that defense. I think Drew Holiday is a difference maker, and I just really like the bench depth in Milwaukee.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay.
Yeah, because they about to the series with them and the Celtics is over, bro.
Yeah.
120 to 101, 2 minutes left. It's over.
Yeah. What you think, Damon?
I'm going Bucks in 7. I'm going Bucks as well. I love the matchups they got. Like when Drew Holiday is somebody who could really guard Kyrie. Like a lot of people say, oh, you're just gonna make Kyrie work hard. No, he can really guard Kyrie and make him not as efficient as he's been all year. Chris Middleton can really match up with James Harden. You already know KD and Giannis, they perfect matchup for each other. And the role players for the Bucks, we mentioned Forbes. I think Pat Connaughton's going to be big in this one. Lopez. I think the role players for the Bucks make the difference in this series. The Bucks win it over the Nets.
I think if the Bucks beat them, this would be the biggest upset in NBA history, bro.
I can't wait to wait. Now y'all save y'all. I can't because we're gonna talk about it.
No, I'm just saying. I think it'll be the biggest upset in NBA history. Like
I disagree. Not NBA history. I disagree. Not NBA.
When have you ever had 3 top 15 players?
It don't matter. I disagree because Milwaukee's good. You're not talking about a terrible team. So to say the biggest,
two of them is top 5, Chuck.
Tyrus, I disagree.
Maybe when LeBron James,
Milwaukee's formidable. Even though they have the top, they're formidable.
Yeah,
so
but even when
history, I can't say NBA history.
But James, even when the Heat and them lost, D Wade wasn't a top 5 player.
Stop it. D Wade was first team all. He was first team all NBA.
D Wade was balling that year. D Wade was balling that year.
D Wade was D Wade then, bro.
If
you first team all NBA,
if the Heat would have won that series, Dwayne Wade would have got MVP.
For sure. LeBron James averaged 18 points. Dwayne Wade averaged 20 something. Like, stop it, Ty. He was top 5. Come on, man.
Dwayne Wade, that first year, Dwayne Wade was balling. Then after that, LeBron started carrying him more. But that first year, Wade was balling. But now that's bigger upsets, though. You think about some of the 1-8 upsets.
History, bro. Yeah. I can't.
Like,
I don't know. That team's stacked, though.
They are. But Milwaukee ain't no slouch, bro.
Let's see which Middleton show up.
Dang, I looked down. Dame had 9 points. I look back up. He got 18.
Consistent all year.
Who you say?
I said I looked down. Dame had 18, 9, and I look up. He got 18.
How much they losing by?
6.
They losing by 6.
We said it.
All right, man. We got to finish watching this.
We about to most definitely get out of here. So, Megan, tell the people where they can find you at. They should already know by now.
At 8 Eastern, you can find me on the Sip Off. On Monday nights at 8 Eastern, you can find me on the NBA Carousel. And at 10 Eastern, you can find me on the Sports Arena with me and Tyree. We're breaking down the NFL schedule. I think that's everything.
I know, right? Well, you got a lot of stuff going on. Just
kind of with the wings all week. So,
and Megan is one of those people, man, that we kind of just seen like blow up right in front of our eyes, man. I know she kind of got busy schedule every night, man. But we really appreciate you, Megan. She always come through. I think we talked yesterday.
Oh yeah. Oh, and 806 Sports. I do Women Wednesdays every morning at 9:30 Central, and that's on my page also.
See, she got it all going on, man. Megan, look for big things for Megan. We're gonna try to link up down there in Tampa Bay when they play Dallas for the first game of the season. I'm gonna try and slide down there and see what's going on Thursday night. Damien, what you got going on?
I'm trying to get like Megan one day. But yeah, you can follow me at The Real Deal WDA on all social media platforms. My podcast is called The Real Deal with Damian Adams. You can find it on any podcast platform. I do it weekly. Usually it comes out on either Sunday night or Monday morning each and every week. And I do another podcast called the 3rd and 3 podcast, which is a football podcast I do along with Jason Fearman and Nikki Jess. So please subscribe to The Real Deal with Damian Adams and the 3rd and 3 podcast.
Yeah, make sure y'all check that out. Also, shout out my boy Mike Patton, man, touring the AFC South. Can't remember what day the show's come on. I don't know if it's either Wednesday or Thursday. But you got that. I mean, he probably could put it down in the comments when it comes on, but you got touring the AFC South, man. Yeah, we try to shout out as many people can. Like I said, I know we have my boys in here from the Sip Off, man. Them guys, man. Thursdays, my fault. Thursdays, but touring the AFC South. He talks about the AFC South. So if you got any questions about the AFC South, whether it's the Texans, the Colts, I know he's a Tennessee Titan fan, and then you got I can't remember who the other day. Oh, Jacksonville Jaguars.
He's a 49ers fan. He just reports on the Titans.
My fault. He's a 49ers fan, but he reports for the my fault.
Don't make Mike come for you. Don't make Mike come for you.
Hey, Mike, charge it to my head and not my heart. All right. I got.
That's some information you should know.
I mean, I know because I just forgot because I know Jason Fearman. I know he's a shout out to my boy Jay.
Yeah,
that's
he's a 49ers fan.
But yeah, he's a 49ers fan too. I forgot. But yeah, Mike P. Me and him be going back and forth on Twitter, man. I know we was just talking about the Knicks, and I was just saying that Julius Randle need to play better. He was saying that not Damian, but he was saying that RJ Barrett need to play better. But two things could be true.
But look, Megan, we all work now for the summer. I'm ready now. So I'm gonna bring me some orange juice.
Okay.
I thought you were about to say you're gonna bring some orange.
That's what you about to say too. I ain't know. But, yeah, y'all two need to link up. You need to make sure you get my boy Damian on the tip off, man.
Definitely.
But yeah,
definitely, man. Whenever, let me know when.
Maybe you can talk about the Pelicans when they become
oh my
you know what? Never mind.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna go there.
Bro.
That's my guy, though, man. But Damian, Megan, we appreciate it, man. Anytime y'all want to come back on, just let me know. Like I say, man, y'all like, you know what I mean, Damian. We never even met, but you know what I'm saying? You like family, y'all like family around here, you know what I'm saying, man? We appreciate y'all. I know y'all watch the show when y'all can, even though y'all got your own show. So we appreciate y'all. And anybody anything they want to say before we get up out of here?
Yeah, I was gonna say big ups to everybody because I like the fact that we, even though we're not on everybody's shows all the time, like throughout the week, we on post together, we talking sports, we clowning, we having fun all through the week. So that's something good to let everybody know that, we got a family oriented thing going on where everybody, rocking and rolling together, trying to lift each other up. So that's big.
Yeah, and like I told somebody, man, it's enough room for everybody to eat. Anytime I see Damian stuff, I try to repost it. Anytime I see Mega stuff, I try to repost it. When I see Mike P, when I see Controversy Ralph, when I see Kelsey, when I see Ashley, when I see anybody, you know what I'm saying, that's in the business that I like their work, and you know what I'm saying, like if it's, I try to share it, man. When I see Eric, my boy Eric Wilson, can't ever stop to mention him. Even though I be getting on my boy Alex Fleming, that's still my dog. That's my guy. That's my guy, man. And I try to share his stuff when I can too, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, this is all love, man. Mike Carrot-Tenuto, John Shire, like they're my peoples, man. So
yeah.
Hey, we could try and share stuff, man. People share our stuff, and then we just all grow together, blow up together, get this money together. All right. Yeah. So all right, man. We'll see y'all next week.
All right, people.
Catch us in the streets if you can. All right.